Hi everyone, this is Sylvan from Sylvan's Way, and today what we're going to be looking at is the Liminal Forest Oracle by MJ Cullinane. And I just got this in the other day. I'm a big fan of her decks and her art and her writing style. And I think this is my second deck that I'm reviewing of hers because I enjoy it so much. When I put in my order from her website, I actually elected to get, and it's too big to show on camera, but I elected to get one of her boxes to put it in. And so it comes with this beautiful box, and it was on the inside of it, and it came with the box, and it has this beautiful laminated top to it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add some additional things to this. I might put little feet on it, stain it, lacquer it, put little feet on it because it is still raw wood. But I wanted to see, because I know she does these special things, and I had never gotten one of them before, so I wanted to get one just to try it out, just to see. Maybe someday she'll come back with those tiles, like she was making those tiles, and I thought those were super awesome. And I unfortunately I missed out on them. So MJ, if you watch this video, just know that you have a fan out there, like that's me. I'm pointing at myself, me, that would love to have some tiles. If you know where I can get some, I hear you know where to get some. She also included this. This is kind of how she does it. See how it's like stamped onto the wood? I actually don't know how she does it, but this is kind of what those tiles look like. But this is her little calling card that she adds into it. Now, her decks that you get from her website now, she no longer includes, I think there's some decks that might have some boxes because they were from older runs that she did. But from new runs that she's doing, she's actually going to be including just a velvet pouch to put them in, because producing and creating the boxes is like the most expensive part of creating the deck. And with the tariffs and everything else going on, she had to cut corners. She had to make, some hard decisions. And so not having the box that it comes with and including this velvet pouch instead allows her to keep the cost of the decks down to a reasonable price so that we can actually afford to buy them. So I think it's a good thing that she made that hard choice, and it doesn't bother me at all. How many of us take our stuff out of the box and we put them into bags? So so I think it's smart. So here is the guidebook that comes with the deck, and in the guidebook it's just a little black and white one. The lettering is a little tiny small, but I have to wear reading glasses no matter what anyway, so it doesn't bother me that much. And of course, she has it listed, all of her different decks that she has, and then she goes over like why she created this deck. She says, I created the Liminal Forest to shed light on the path to self-discovery. It is my hope that you find this collection of work like that of an old friend who believes in the magic of being utterly, beautifully lost. From the art of accumulation to the bravery found in courage, from the peace in detachment to the vibrant flame of living in the now. These cards invite you to explore the uncharted territories within. So that's just a little bit of what she wrote. I do like her writing style. I've always enjoyed it. And then she goes right into the different, all the different cards. And they're in here alphabetically, so they're really easy to find. And of course, some cards have longer, some have shorter write-ups, depending. So we will read one of these at the end so that we can see what they sound like. So that is the guide. And then these are the cards. So these cards, of course, MJ and her art, it's so pretty. Oh, I wish I had written down, I forgot how many cards actually come in this deck. And I don't think, she doesn't have it listed in there. And of course, it doesn't come with a box, because otherwise I would just look at the box and it would say 50 cards or 60 cards. So I apologize. I don't know how many cards. I'll add to this screen here how many cards are actually in the deck so that you know. The cards themselves, they're a little bit larger than a tarot deck. They are the typical oracle sized deck with her cardstock that she's been using lately, which good cardstock. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. The colors on it are vibrant. It's good, quality. It's a nice quality deck. So the images are vibrant. She does it in this nice matte finish. It's not that like butter like finish. It's just a nice matte finish. It's not edged, which is okay. It's totally okay that it's not edged. And then these are the backs. And so let's take a look at the cards. Accumulation. And look at that little frog. Oh my gosh, he is so cute. I love frogs. Adrift. Alignment. Look at that little booger. He chased these red birds away and then is getting their eggs. Bad. Oh, maybe these are robins. These are bad. But that's what they do. They do eat eggs. Anger. So it looks like his baby got hurt. And that dove is, taking his heart, to the sky. It's very sad. And of course, he's going to be angry about it. That's very, touching. Approach. Look at these porcupine quills and the fox that's coming up to sniff, and it's all about approach. Depending on how you touch these quills, you could get poked or not get poked. Attachment. Look at that snake eating his tail. I think he should let go of it. Awe. Don't rainbows make you be in awe? Bargaining. He's like, hey, don't eat me. I'll give you a strawberry. I wonder if that's what the write-up is. Maybe we should read that one, bargaining. That one's pretty funny. We'll see if there's another one that I like more. Battle. Ooh, those foxes are fighting fierce. Broken. The tree broke. Change. So this poor little squirrel, it looks like he has fallen in a hole where all these other guys had fallen into in the past, and this deer is looking down into it. Yeah, and that could be sudden. He was probably just running along and went whoop right into it. So that's sudden change there. Choices. Maybe he doesn't know which door is his home. Which door do I choose? Which one do I go into? Common ground. Look at how all of these guys, the fox, the bunny, and the crow, are all, this is the watering hole, and they are all eating. And look at, she put these beautiful lightning bugs all over the place. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Community. So we have everybody in the community. We got the fox, the bunny, the crow, the owl. I think those are bats at the top. You see them? I think those, yeah, those are bats. How awesome. I love bats. Okay. Compass. Yeah, these crows, they know where they're going. They have their own internal compass. Competition. That crow is trying to get that bear's bunny that he caught. Courage. Look at that bear. He's on top of these. What's going on? Is he going in to save? He's going in to save the ones. And look, there's like eyeballs. There's so much to it. You could like really look for days in her artwork. And then there's the bear image in the background. Wow, there's so much to this card. Creativity. Yeah, crows are very creative. All the things that they can do. Cycles. So a little baby leaving the nest. Detachment. Their little hearts came out and they're flying away. What is up with that? Dream. Doesn't that look like a dream? That beautiful moon. And she made it so realistic looking. those little fireflies. My friend just sent me a text not too long ago and said, "Did you see the fireflies last night? They're out." And so I'm going to be outside tonight looking for fireflies because I just love it. I came from Florida. In Florida, they don't have fireflies. So coming up here to North Carolina to see fireflies for the first time since I was a little kid is super exciting. Anyway, I digress. Ellipse. I wonder what this is about. Look at the eclipse. I'm sorry, eclipse, ellipse, eclipse. Yeah, it's eclipse. Empathy. Aw, this wasp's nest landed on this bunny's head, and look at, he's reaching up. He's going to help him out. That's some empathy for you. Future. That's a young buck. That's an old buck. And then we have caterpillars and we have butterflies. Yeah, so he's our future. He's our future. Growth. Out of all of this, I think this was a fire. Look, yeah, it was definitely a fire. There was fire there. So even after the fire, there's still, look, these moths, there's still these flowers here coming and blooming, and the rabbit survived. So there's still growth even after the fire. Intuition. There's my batty bat. That's a bat. Judgment. Aww. Look at these crows looking at their baby like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you white? You're supposed to be black like us. What's going on? I think her other one, in one of her other decks, her Crow Oracle deck, she has something that's very similar with the white crow, and it's called Anomaly, which is super cool. Mistake. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It looks like he might have hurt that little baby bear, and Mama Bear is in the background, and she's like, hello. So, mistake. Mob. Okay, I'm back. We had a delivery, so I had to, luckily I'm looking right out the window to see people pull up, so I was able to stop it before the doorbell rang and the dog started going crazy. Anyway, so I'm back. Mob, oh my gosh. So I wanted to tell you guys a story about this. My cat, she's a big black fluffy cat. And she was out walking in the backyard, and she was walking along the back fence, and we are on a half acre, so it's quite far from the house. And one crow saw her and started cawing, and then a whole bunch of other crows came over, and then they were all yelling at her, and they actually were getting down in the lower branches of the trees and like cawing at her, like making a racket. And they actually, whenever she was walking across the back fence, and they actually jumped from tree to tree and followed her along the back fence and continued to yell at her until she turned around from the backyard and came running into the house. And then they stopped making a bunch of noise. I mean, some of them actually swooped at her. So mob, that's what's happening to this particular fox. The same thing happened to my cat. So this is a real thing that happens. It's amazing. So mob. Peace. Oh, that does look so peaceful, doesn't it? Now, I don't know what this is, why all of this is here, and the sunlight is coming through it. Maybe this is the morning mist or something that's here. And this is the bottom ground layer where everything is growing underneath the mist in the early morning. Past. So notice that, these are like shadow creatures of like a shadow fox, and their hearts are attached to the heart of the fox. So they remember their past, and they remember they have feelings for their past. So they're remembering all of these different ones. I've got goosebumps thinking about that. Okay, perfection. Nice. Looks like there's getting some food there. Perspective. So Look at that. So I think what she's talking about in this one is like, look at this little squirrel on the bottom, but then you have squirrels up here. And then, so they get a different perspective of the world from this little guy down here. Perspective. Potential. Ooh, potential food. That looks like a bunch of eaten apples. Like humans ate a bunch of apples and threw it on the ground. Does that look like apples? Or maybe those are mushrooms? Maybe they're mushrooms. But they look like eaten apples to me. We'll have to find out. We'll have to read about that one. Maybe we should read potential instead. I put that down, so maybe we'll read that one. Present. Procrastination. Oh, he waited too long. Oh, look, look at him. He's got a mouse in his, what is going on here? He's got the mouse. There's a little strawberry here. And maybe sometimes having procrastination, it's not a bad thing, because that little mouse didn't procrastinate and he got caught. I never saw that side of it. Protection. So something is going on here. Like this one is seeing a bear grabbing this, and so he's being protective of him. I don't know, like second sight. Quicksand. Oh, I hope that they get out. This little deer gets out of that quicksand. Renumination. I'm not saying it right, but look at him. He's remembering the past, thinking about, oh man, it was just summertime and I was out there and eating my berries and doing my thing, and now it's winter and he has to go in and hibernate soon. So he's thinking about the past. Sacrifice. Oh, I don't like that sacrifice. Look at these. This is what happens like when a hawk or an owl gets a bird. There's always these feathers. One time I was sitting working, looking out the window. Well, I wasn't looking, but I kind of heard a ruckus and I looked up and I saw a hawk flying away, and there was these feathers falling out of the sky. The hawk had come around and had grabbed a mockingbird and had just taken it, just mid-flight, grabbed it, took it, feathers everywhere. So that's a sacrifice. Aw, it's sad. I was sad. I actually ran out the front door going, hey, bring that bird back. Safe harbor. He's under that little petal. Nobody can see him. He's safe. Seed. Look at that. I think it's probably a blue jay. He's got a seed. Shell. I don't know. So maybe this is a fake bunny, because look, he looks like he's made of pieces. Like he's just a shell. Huh. Interesting. Signs. So look, this is darkness. All of this stuff looks like it's dead. It's starting to blow this way into the things that are alive. Looks like all of these bugs are leaving. All of these leaves are coming out of it. So look at him. He's reading the signs. Get away from whatever this is. Smoke. Oh my gosh, that's actually quite beautiful. So you see the smoke in the background, but then look at this crow. Look at him. So pretty. Oops, bumping the camera. Look at that. It's so pretty. Smoke. Solitude. They are solitude. They're solitary creatures that hunt on their own. Storm. Look at that storm just whipping through there. Just blowing those leaves and those trees. And maybe lightning struck and caused some stuff on fire. Transformation. Look at that. So we've got the skin of the snake. That's one kind of transformation. You've got the caterpillar that goes into a cocoon and then transforms into the butterfly. How beautiful. So many different ways of showing transformation on one card. Transition. I'm not sure what the transition, like what the symbol is. Is that owl going to get that bunny? And he's not going to be alive anymore, so he's transitioning to his next stage of life. Treasure. Oh my gosh. So there's these pigs that have great sense of smell, and they actually can smell these truffles, which are like mushrooms that grow underground. So they take these pigs out and actually go truffle hunting with the pig, but you have to make sure you get there before the pig gets there, because they are like little tiny things of treasure and the pigs want to eat them. So it's so funny to use that. That's got to be what this is. That little pig is looking for treasure. Trust. Look at him. He's helping him up. And there's a heart. There's a heart right there. Look at that. It's so cool. Walls. Walls build up protection. These deer, see the antlers there? So these deers can't get in to the fox's lair, and he's protected in there. I don't think deer hurt fox, but you know, it's good. Maybe if a bear was back there, that would protect him from the bear. Wanderer. Yeah, look at him. He's like roaming. I wonder how far, you know, different animals have different amounts of land that they actually wander around in, that they actually like, that's their home stomping ground. Like, so like, you know, a bear is miles big, and like, I wonder how big a fox's is. So that would be interesting to Google and look up. And then will-o'-the-wisp. Will-o'-the-wisp, how wonderful. Oh, look at those little wisps. So cool. Oh, what a lovely deck. MJ, you did it again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see how this shuffles. I'm going to leave potential out because I want to know if those are apples. And let's see how it shuffles. I almost shuffled it wrong. These are a little big for my hands. I'm back here just trying to hold on to them. But they do shuffle well. Oh, and look, you know what's up and down because, see, there's a fox on one side and a bunny rabbit on the other. So you can't shuffle it wrong. So if you can get your hands around it, it does shuffle really well. Luckily, this isn't one of those really humongous decks that it's so thick that you can't do it. But the cardstock is a nice shuffle there. And then of course you could do your hand over hand. You can do it this way if it's even if that's too wide. You can. I don't have a good hold of it. That wasn't a very good example, was it? You can do it like that. So shuffling is good. Okay, so let's put this little guy down, and then let's look up potential. I want to know what the write-up is for potential. Okay, here we go. So potential. Just like the fox munching through the apples. Okay, so the fox was eating the apples. Got it. Okay, so those are apples there. Oblivious to the seed's potential, we too hustle through our daily lives, sometimes focused on the immediate gratification or outcomes, to recognize the seeds of opportunity scattered along our paths. These overlooked seeds, much like the apple cores tossed aside, hold within them the potential for growth, learning, and unforeseen benefits. It's a gentle reminder that what might seem incoincidental or burdensome at first glance would be the very thing that blossoms into something remarkable if only given the chance. When I thought about this idea of missed potential, I thought about the role curiosity and openness play in our success. The metaphor of the raven treasuring what the fox discards illustrates how a shift in perspective can transform our approach to opportunities. By embracing this mindset, we learn to see the obvious and, and anticipate and cultivate the extraordinary from the seemingly ordinary. The raven encourages us to pause, reflect, and ask ourselves, what potentials are we overlooking? How many seeds of opportunity have we discarded without a second thought? It's a call to action, urging us to sift through our garbage, different meaning, with a keener eye and a broader vision, for within it may lie the roots of something truly remarkable. Isn't that a great write-up? So I could definitely see these. These are great, significant, I don't know why I cannot pronounce things today, signifier card, and these would also make really, really good just daily draws with that, that kind of a reading. So that's fantastic. Okay, let's next look at some pairings. So I first want to pair it with my Northern Animal Tarot. I want to see if this would go well with it. So I think that the artwork is definitely going to be slightly different, but I think that the colors and stuff are going to be very similar. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, so this is a little more cartoonish and this is more digital art, but I think one thing I like about it is that you see the black outlines of the little mouse. So you have the black outlines of the fox. So we have some correlation as far as like the way the artwork was done, and the colors definitely go together. So let's take look at a couple of these. So nice. And it's not perfect. What do you think? I think it definitely goes. I do really like it. Okay, so that is the Northern Animal Tarot. Let's take a look at another one. Next, let's look at the Bee Tarot. The Bee Tarot. I thought the colors in this tarot would look good together. Again, it's not the same artwork, but I think that the colors go well. And there's bees in it. I mean, who doesn't love some bees? Because I feel like this Oracle deck, the Liminal Forest is very summery, and of course the Bees Tarot is very summery. So I think those go together as well. Very nice. Okay, so that was the Bee Tarot. Let's take a look at another one, another mass market. I think this rock pool as well. The Witch's Garden. Of course, the Garden Tarot is going to go with the Forest Tarot. I think they would go really well together. It's okay. What do you guys think? The Witch's Garden Tarot? Secrets of the Witch's Garden? It's okay. It's not a perfect match. It's okay. You could definitely use them together. It's not my favorite though. But all the colors are very similar. Okay. Let's try another one. This next one I think is going to go really well with it, is the Witch Sister Tarot. So I think this is going to go excellent with it. I just have a feeling that just something about the artwork of the Witch Sister Tarot is you know, raw to me. And I think that it's perfect. These little witches are perfect for the forest. Look at it. I mean, it's already there. It is definitely already there. Oh, yeah. That is excellent. I think that these definitely work well together. Wow. I really, really like this pairing. I'm doing some more just because I want to see it. I want to see more of it. Yep, I would definitely use these together. Okay, I have one more that I want to share. Somebody out front in a truck. I'm not sure if you can hear them. Okay. One more, and I'm going to take these and put these underneath here so I don't run out of cards. Okay, the last one is the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot for Fierce Women. Let's zoom in just a little. Fix this camera. Okay. I like it. I just haven't even moved any cards yet, and I like it already. That orange with the green kind of in these cards go great with this Oracle deck. Yeah, look, and look at that. Look at that. Perfect match. And I really like the, again, I mentioned it in the first deck, I think, that I showed, where there is like this black outline that she uses, MJ uses around some of her art, and each one of these pictures uses that like outline. So I think that that goes really well. The other thing that I like about these cards together is I really like how like a lot of these pictures are kind of dark. So, you know, this is the Liminal Forest. So these images are brighter, they pop out more, and the background and the sides are darker on the oracle. And then these tarot cards are the same way. The outside border on these are black. So it kind of like mimics each other, and they really go together really well. Ooh, I like this one. So I don't know which one I like more, the Witch Sister or the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot with the Liminal Forest Oracle. Both of them go really well. They're almost like a perfect pairing. I saw somebody else, I wish I knew who did it, but they actually called their, when they do these deck pairings, they called it perfect pairing. And I love that. If I remember who it is, I will put their name. I will credit them for using that hashtag perfect pairing. I think I can look it up to find out who they are. It says that. So yeah, so these go really, really well together. Look at that. Yay. So I found two that I really like, the Witch Sister and the Sacred Sisterhood. And then running up close third behind that is the Northern Animal Tarot. I like that one too with it. So lots of choices. Great. MJ, killer deck as always. So beautiful. I love how the pictures look. I love the keyword that you add to the bottom and the write-ups that you put in the book. That's why I keep buying decks from you. I have a ton of them. I'm going to do an MJ video sometime to show you all the books or all of the decks I have. I also have a ton of her books too. I'll show those in the same video. Okay, so let me put these away. So that is the Liminal Forest Oracle deck by MJ Cullinane, and deck pairings with it. Sorry, this book. That's one thing I don't like about it. Oh, it's hard to put away. Okay. So that's Sylvan. I'm Sylvan. And that is my most recent deck, the Liminal Forest. Hope you liked it. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. See ya. Till next time. Bye.